Hi, this is Patrick Conroy, and we're up to Chapter 3, Litigation Management and Technology. Now, this chapter gives you a brief overview of what we cover in law and technology, or technology in the law office. Um, it's important that you get to be familiar with these terms, with these names of the different software packages and the terms for what they do. There's no saying which one your attorney's office will be using, but it will be using something. And it's going to be a big part of your life. It's going to be like your right arm, or maybe your iPhone. So, learning objectives. Explain the use of technology in civil litigation and case management. Describe the function and elements of electronic database software. Explain how case management software systems can enable the legal team to work on cases more efficiently. Explain the reasons for the use of software for managing litigation cases. Explain the role of office management software in the operation of the law office. Okay, learning objective 1, explain the use of technology in civil litigation and case management. Traditional law office functions and procedures have dramatically changed. Computers are now used to carry on virtually all aspects of litigation, the law practice, and the office management. And the trend is just to eliminate paper altogether, because otherwise you're going to have tons and tons of paper. And you can't use the search functions on a stack of paper. Okay, online data storage and collaboration. Often members of the legal team, they work away from the law office. They might be out on the road, or they might be in court, or they might be working from home. So there's a need to store data in a way that all members have access to the same information for all locations in real time. So there's usually an electronic repository. It's a secure and protected file server for access by all authorized parties. More likely, it's somewhere in the cloud. There are lots of cloud services, AWS, Microsoft. And that way, no matter where you are, you can access the same files, just like Canvas. Okay. Online collaboration. Online software that permits each member to see documents, each other, and make online comments and notes. So this, switching to this Connects Ed at Delgado. Law offices also use similar stuff. You can take notes, you can video conference right within the software. The legal team must be aware of the rules on retention of electronic documents to avoid spoliation of evidence. Spoliation of evidence, it's when you don't necessarily deliberately destroy evidence, but you kind of lose it or forget about it, and things like that. And the legal team must avoid accidental disclosure of privileged or confidential information. So things need to be behind password-protected firewalls. Now, databases, everyone uses them in every aspect of your life. There might be some little differences in the legal ones, and they're ones designed specifically for law offices. That there are programs used to store information. Most frequently used type of computer program. And with it in electronic format rather than a filing cabinet, you can search, sort, and present information on a screen or printable page. Navigating electronic databases. Okay, these are some basic parts of the database. Tables. Everything's sort of stored in huge tables, like huge, massive Excel spreadsheets. Then each individual person or case or whatever is its own unique record. And in the record, there are fields and cells. So the field could be last name, and the cell would be where you put it. And then the database is a collection of tables that are linked. And the tables contain records, and all of the information regarding a particular item can be there. It's called relationship databases. I mean, relational tables, so that they are connected. So different information might be in different tables, but they're all connected. So like by a case number. Like all sorts of tables are used for your information at Delgado, and they all have the field with your student ID in them, so we can pull things from different tables and look at your whole record at one time. Field contains cells. A cell is a box containing the individual information fields. This is like last name, and then where you put the last name. Reports present the data from the database in an organized manner. So, say I wanted to pull all of the information related to the cases that I've done involving negligence. So I could pull all of that information into a report with just what I need on past negligent cases. Explain how case management software systems can enable the legal team to work on cases more efficiently. Organizing and managing case files. The effective case management involves reviewing, marking, and sorting documents, photographs, and graphics. Requires thoughtful process for sorting, handling, and evaluating each item. And requires careful tracking and handling of all evidence at the outset of a case to avoid claims of spoliation. So, you have a case. You're going to have tons and tons of evidence that's usually in electronic form. So you might have the doctor's reports. You might have the investigator's reports. You might have police reports from the incident. You might have eyewitness reports. So the case management software helps you keep it all in one place and related to each other, including all of your research you've done. So it's all there together, so you can easily pull it up. Traditionally, there was a trial notebook, which just had a summary of the case contained in tab, 3-ring or binders with sections such as pleadings, motions, law, pretrial memo, and witnesses. Usually this is now in a laptop. But this is kind of what the notebook would look like, with all the different things that you have to keep straight and keep separate from each other and easy to find. So now, the software sort of does this, but in an electronic method. And I don't know if you can even see this, but it's also in the book. And it shows you how CaseMap, which is one of the software packages that a lot of lawyers use, there are some competitors out there that they're trying to get more into the market. The LexisNexis is really one of the biggies. So we'll stop here, and we'll pick up the rest in part 2.